are the ones who have believed in practicing that one kick 10,000 times. Whether it's a singer, an actor, right, a leader, a corporation head, a sportsman, stuck it out continuously. Work is worship for us. We believe in the principle of karma yoga, where we treat work as our worship. And when we treat our work as our worship, it's not work. For us in this country, it's not just work, it's worship. And when we worship, we don't cut corners. When we worship, we don't give it half our hearts. When we worship, we don't give it a bloody 100%. When we worship, we give it a 200%. And when we give it a 200%, well, guys, the world just doesn't have a choice but to note the real heroes of the rising India. Right. Now, Indians are not just smart in securing things, whether it's money or whatever else it is. Indians are very smart in sparing things as well. Very sparing, guys. Raise your hand. How do you know an Indian? An Indian is a person who, after the shampoo bottle or the shower gel bottle's over, puts water in it. And till the last bubble comes out, won't throw. Raise your hands if you've done it, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Indians, who is an Indian? If you don't use a shower gel and you use a soap bar, Indians are those when the last little thin slice of soap is left, they stick it to the new soap. Raise your hands if you've done that, guys. How do you know who an Indian is? An Indian is a person who, after the toothpaste is over, till the last bit comes out, ये लोग छोड़ते नहीं है उसको. How do you know? हाँ? काटते हैं सर, फिर निकालते हैं. ये तो नया आइडिया मैं करूंगा अगली बार. Brilliant, I love that. How do you know who an Indian is? Indian वो होता है जो टी-शर्ट में छेद हो जाए ना, वो रात में पहनता है. फेंकेगा नहीं वो. और जब रात में फेंकने लायक नहीं रहता है ना, यूज करने लायक नहीं रहता ना, वो होली के लिए रखता है. और जब होली के लायक भी नहीं रहता ना, फिर पोछा लगाने के लिए यूज करता है. कैसे इंडिया आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा बताइए आप. We are a culture who doesn't just secure, we save. When we talk about a several $trillion economy, that economy is not made just by securing, that economy is made by saving. और हमारे देश में हम कुछ ऐसा फेंकते नहीं है जी. अरे बोतल को पानी निकाल के पूरा धो के फेंकते हैं हम. Look at how this culture was. I've always been, for the last 29 years odd, using a handkerchief. I don't use a tissue. I'm not against a tissue. For all practical purposes, even I use a tissue. But tissue क्या है ना, use and throw. है ना? Pen क्या है ना, use and throw. घड़ी क्या है ना, use and throw. फिर wife और husband भी use and throw हो जाता है ना. Because it's not just about a thing, it's about a mindset. Now imagine having a handkerchief. You wash it, you iron it, you use it again. You wash it, you iron it, use it again. हम फेंकते नहीं हैं. हम फेंकते नहीं हैं. We don't have this thing of use and throw. Because we don't have this thing of use and throw, we don't use people, guys. In the modern world, unfortunately and sadly, we live in a world where things are loved and people are used. We should be living in a world where people are loved and things are used. But दिक्कत ये है ना कि लोग वस्तुओं से प्यार करते हैं और लोगों का इस्तेमाल करते हैं उन वस्तुओं को लेने के लिए. A culture where I didn't use stuff. मैंने निभाया है. मेरे रुमाल के साथ मैंने रिश्ता निभाया है. Do you know this? You have a relationship with your little handkerchief. Did you know that this is a relationship? ये रिश्ता है. क्योंकि इसको आप रोज सही तरीके से इसकी देखभाल करके इसके साथ आपका एक रिश्ता है और ये रिश्ता निभा रहे हैं. जो एक अपने कपड़े के साथ रिश्ता निभा सकता है वो इंसान के साथ कैसे नहीं निभाएगा जी रिश्ता. मैं उस संस्कृति से आता हूँ, मैं उस कल्चर से आता हूँ. हम सब उस संस्कृति से आते हैं जो रिश्ता निभाना जानते हैं. And on a personal level we do that too, right? On a personal level हम रिश्ते निभाते हैं, रिश्ते निभाते हैं. We want to make friendships because when you want to rise in your life, you can't rise alone. There's a beautiful proverb which says if you want to walk fast, walk alone, but if you want to walk far, walk together. If you want to walk fast and speed up, alone is the way to go. If you want to walk far and go on, keep on going sustainably, together is the way. And friendships, connections, camaraderie, relationships are of absolute vital importance, right? और इसीलिए रिश्ते निभाना, दोस्तियां कितनी जरूरी होती है. मैं कई बार कहता हूं, छोटे से दिल में गम बहुत है, छोटे से दिल में गम बहुत है, जिंदगी ने दिए जख्म बहुत है. छोटे से दिल में गम बहुत है, जिंदगी ने दिए जख्म बहुत है. कब की मार डालती है जालिम दुनिया हमें, कमबख्त दोस्तों की दुआओं में दम बहुत है. Right. You know. That's how we have risen. That's exactly how we have risen. When we were alone, there was somebody to pick us up. Life is like a seesaw. When you're down, somebody has to pull you up, and they are on you to pull it up. And that's not just for individuals, guys. That's true for us as a nation as well. We're not going to rise alone. We will be rising together. We believed always in the principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That we are not just in one element. We are proud to be Indians. We are proud to be a rising India. We are proud to be a Bharat. But we are a part of a global family which is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. सारा विश्व हमारा परिवार है. और जब तक हम ये दोस्तियां नहीं निभाएंगे तो उन सारे हीरोज के लिए अपलॉज जो ये दोस्तियां निभाने के लिए आगे आए हैं. Right. It's so amazing to have that. And then मैं कई बार कहता हूं, whether it's personal or national or professional relationships, झुकने से अगर आपके रिश्ते सुधर जाते हो तो झुक जाओ. झुकने से अगर आपके रिश्ते सुधर जाते हो तो झुक जाओ. लेकिन बार बार अगर आपको ये झुकना पड़े तो रुक जाओ, रुक जाओ. ये झुकना 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 करके ना यूज करते हैं लोग हमें और हम सबको. एंड विच इज प्रिसाइसली व्हाई हम किसी पर उंगली नहीं उठाएंगे, लेकिन कोई अगर हम पर उंगली उठाए ना, उंगली उठाने नहीं देंगे. आउट देयर एट द बॉर्डर आर आर रियल हीरोज, जिनकी वजह से हम यहाँ बैठ के ना कॉन्फ्रेंस में मजे ले रहे हैं. राइट. वो रियल हीरोज है भारत के, राइजिंग इंडिया के, जिनकी वजह से हम उंगली कोई उठा नहीं पा रहा है. और उनके परिवार की चिट्ठी आती है ना, संदेश से आते हैं, हमें तड़पाते हैं. सुना. क्या बात है, गीता का श्लोक पूछूं? Thank you very much. Look at the families of those. Don't you think, guys, the families of our defense forces are the real heroes of rising India, who make all these sacrifices so we can remain safe in this country? Yeah. So crucial, so important. Smart in securing, smart in sparing and saving, but India is also smart in spending. We are spending a hell of a lot of money. Imagine if all that money that's going all over the place, if the same quality standards stuff was made here and that money stayed in this country. Imagine if all the money was spent on products, stuff, services, offerings here. Imagine what happens to the economy. We can talk, we can have conferences, we can do all of that stuff and still buy a brand which is not Indian. And when we buy a brand which is, I too am wearing one, sorry. And when we buy something like that, हम लोग बहुत खर्चे करते हैं दोस्तों. और मैं कई बार कहता हूँ, we live in a civilization where people spend the money they don't have to buy the things that they don't need, to impress the people whom they anyways don't like. What a pathetic lifestyle that is. We are great at spending, but that's not what makes us us, ladies and gentlemen. Smart in securing, smart in saving, smart in spending. But there's one thing that is exceptionally amazing for the India that we have seen, for the India that it is today, and for the India that we will see as the rising India in the future. Sanskrit is an amazing language. And in Sanskrit, even strong words sound soft. Like if you were to call somebody a donkey, you say Vaishakhanandan. किसी को बोल के देखिए हे वैशाखनंदन, उसको लगेगा आप उस पर कविता की रचना कर रहे हैं. Seriously, don't try it on anybody sitting here. सबने सुना है. But before tonight, try it on somebody going out. He's going to feel flattered if you say Vaishakhanandan. But how do you say what an ice cream is in Sanskrit? An ice cream is called in Sanskrit Dugdha Sharkara Yukta Ghana Gola Gattu. If you want to say mango ice cream, you would say Amra Dugdha Sharkara Yukta Ghana Gola Gattu. My God, by the time you order it, it'll melt away. But there's a philosophy behind the ice cream. And the philosophy behind the ice cream is enjoy it before it melts. Life is going to melt away. Enjoy your life before it melts. Right. But then there is a contrast to that. And the contrast is a candle. Candle melts as well. And the philosophy behind the candle is give light to others before it melts. Candle melts, ice cream melts. Ice cream is about me. Candle is about you. We cannot remain an ice cream just living a narcissistic life. We cannot become a candle completely selfless. We should be those who use the oxygen mask on a plane, because when our mask is in place, we can secure the mask and put the mask on somebody else's face, right? And therefore, the last aspect of this rising India is the fourth S, which is service. We have always believed in service, in making a difference, in making a contribution, small or big. And today we celebrate these real heroes here. Small time, apparently, people. Somebody who was a rickshaw driver who made 9 schools for kids. Somebody who was in Kerala started educating the tribals. Somebody who broke the mountain down to bring water in. All of these unknown people who believed in the principle of making a difference. And that is the rising India. किसी की मुस्कुराहटों पे हो निसार, किसी का दर्द ले सके तो ले उधार, किसी के वास्ते हो तेरे दिल में प्यार, जीना इसी का नाम है. And this is what these real heroes have shown. And if we believe in the principle of sticking it out and securing, if we believe in the principle of saving and maintaining and being sparing, if we believe in the principle of spending so that we grow, and if we believe in the principle of serving and making a difference in our own way, yes, India is rising and India will rise. I wish to thank you all very, very much.
Let's have a round of applause for Gaur Gopal Das.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
A life coach, an urban monk, someone who has shown us all these simple but eternal life truths. Can we have a round of applause for Gaur Gopal Das as he exits the main Darbar Hall? Let's now come to our final session, ladies and gentlemen. Our final session, we're going to be talking about the concluding session of Rising India, where, as Gaur Gopal Das just mentioned a moment ago, it's about celebrating the real heroes, people who have made a difference, ordinary people who have done extraordinary things. They have really gone above and beyond their means, their very ordinary and meager means, sometimes to build a school, sometimes to build a library, sometimes to carve out a road, or simply bring water to their village. So our final session is also about parliament and lawmaking. It's also about democracy, about expanding the area of what is possible. It's about debates and discussions. It's also about finding a path to get to matters of urgent national importance despite persistent disagreements. Now, it is about finding common ground between Treasury and opposition benches. Please put your hands together for the one and only Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankar ji. Can we have a standing ovation for our concluding guest, the man who will be giving the finale to Rising India, celebrating our real hero session of Rising India, celebrating real heroes. May I now welcome Rahul for his introductory speech for the Vice President.
नमस्ते, आप सबको रामनवमी की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। On this auspicious day, ladies and gentlemen, it is my proud privilege to welcome to Rising India Real Heroes, His Excellency, the Vice President, Shri Jagdeep Dhankar ji. We are honored that he has agreed to deliver the closing address to cap off a day and a half of invigorating sessions that depict the mood of a rising India. We chose Real Heroes as the theme of this event because of a very particular reason. India, a young and ambitious nation, is on the move, and the world is watching us closely. This quickening of our pulse is made possible not by a few, but by the many. In far-flung corners of our country, men and women with large hearts and clear consciences are putting society above themselves. They are the real heroes who make life a little better for those around them and inspire communities to become a little better. Dhankarji's life and career are similar to the stories of real heroes we have had the privilege of honoring over today and yesterday. Born into a farming family in a small village in Rajasthan, he used to walk over 6 kilometers a day just to attend school. His upbringing, with emphasis on hard work and simplicity, was honed at the Sainik School. A physics graduate, he, however, found his true calling at the bar. He was the youngest president of the Rajasthan High Court Bar Association and practiced mainly in the Supreme Court from 1990. He also had a 3-year stint as a member of the International Court of Arbitration in Paris. As a parliamentarian, minister, the governor of West Bengal, his contributions to the country are many and varied. He has excellent knowledge of the Constitution, and his expertise with legislative affairs is a big strength. He has been uncompromising in his insistence on decorum inside Parliament. Dhankarji has also been an ardent advocate for the separation of powers. Yet, he is known as someone who is accessible and humble, which makes it easy for people to warm up to him. He is known for his amiable relationships across party lines, and as we have just discovered today, a fine sense of repartee. Dhankarji also has an excellent relationship with spiritual organizations such as the Ramakrishna Mission and Bharat Sevashram. He is an avid reader and a sports aficionado and has served as the president of the Rajasthan Olympic Association and the Rajasthan Tennis Association. Sri Dhankar's life story reflects a rising India, one where we go forth and achieve our goals, unmindful of hurdles or distractions. I would now like to request His Excellency, the Vice President, to deliver the closing address. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Vice President, Jagdeep Dhankar.
Podium.
Always a difficult situation when you have in the audience people who know you. And the problem is complicated exponentially when you have someone like senior advocate Chetan Sharma in the audience. This doesn't end here. The august presence of Sri Harivansh-ji, Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. And that's always worrisome for me. A journalist is always a journalist. In 1989, when I got elected to Parliament and became a Union Minister, my room in Parliament was next to the press room. Till 2019, I carried an impression, oh, you can't have better friends than in journalism. The myth was demolished when I became Governor, State of West Bengal. I hope it is restored. I will do all I can